There's 5 fundamentals, really easy for all of you to understand, that can change your life.
If there's ever a success story that's out there, this is one.
Bobby Castro is the ultimate rags to riches story. With only a 9th grade education, Bobby founded Bankers Healthcare Group and turned a $25,000 investment into
upwards of $1 billion.
He started with a little, grew it to a lot.
He's a recipient of the Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award.
Having achieved financial freedom on his own terms, he wants to teach others how to achieve unprecedented results.
Ahora sí.
Hi, you are successful now and you are already a magnet to attract the right people. But in your path to become what you are now, how you manage to attract the people when you were not what you are now?
So I miss a little bit of the story and I go into it in my book. And please, not because I'm trying to promote the book, I just want to touch another Bobby and Sophie and say this is possible. Sophie and I, when we left her parents' house, when we moved out, Sophie and I left a zip code. We moved 40 miles north where we didn't know anybody. So when you put yourself in a naked environment, you start receiving new information. Because I realized my weakness was distraction. As I'm getting new information, because I'm curious, I kept getting inbound from some of my family, my friends, other people that I'm surrounded with, and it becomes conflict. It becomes really skewed, and you're all over the place, and then you realize I'm stuck. Sophie and I were so radical for a better life, a better marriage, a better outcome. We left Hialeah and we went to Weston. I didn't know anybody in Weston. That's how bad we want to change. So in order to receive change, you have to absolutely change. Not just yourself. You're not going to change without changing things around you. But if you keep adding more people to the boat is going to sink. You got to, in big corporate America, Jack Welch, in my opinion, was the best CEO that's ever lived for GE. He had a mandatory every year, the bottom 10% is let go. Because if you don't let go of people in your life, you're never gonna really hear or see or believe the information you're receiving. You could be at this conference with Margarita and it's like, wow, that guy was brilliant. It makes sense what he's doing. And then you go out and you're back on the crack doing the same thing before. Nada. Doing nothing. So hopefully that answers your question.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have Natalie right there. Aquí, mira. Sophie. No, Malen, ahí, right there.
Hi, Bobby. My
Hi.
name is Natalie from Miami. I've got 2 questions for you. So how has your life changed since you've filled your spiritual bucket?
Ooh, I love it. So check this out. I had up to maybe about a year ago, because I started leaning into God 18 months ago in my own style. I have yet to read the Bible, so I have my own relationship with them. I'm still figuring out. I used to have a lot of anxiety. What if when something happens to me, I'm physically no longer here? What's gonna happen with my family? They're my core, they're my everything. This is what my purpose is. I had a lot of anxiety. It drove me crazy. When God came in my life, when I accepted Him, that anxiety is 95% gone.
Thank you. And then I had, one more.
Yes, no problem.
Are you selling that shirt? I really love the...
So if you go to bobbycastro.com, you'll see the 5 fundamentals. I want you guys to go to the website. There's 5 fundamentals, really easy for all of you to understand. On the website you can, yes.
You don't have one here to sell?
No, I don't. I wish I did, so I'll give it to all of you. And oh, you have the book, thank you. But it's on Bobby Castro, so I have PMA all day, every day. I have attack. I do believe you have to attack your life in order to activate your life. I have urgent, massive action. If you're not constantly urgent, you're not changing. I have stack and rack, earn money to rack it to investments. If you're not investing, you're never gonna get wealthy. If you're not investing, you're never getting wealthy. Remember I told you about the penny effect? 1 penny a day, 30 days, $5 million bucks? Can you imagine? I just was with a family relative, and the family relative over Thanksgiving, I'm sorry going long here.
No, go ahead. We're super happy here.
Is asking me, and I've heard the story 1,000 times, maybe from the same person. Bobby, I want to start putting like $250 away for the daughter. I heard the story and I said, listen, I'm going to do this one more time and I'm only going to spend 30 seconds. And I told a family member this. Why don't you do this? The little girl's 2 years old. Do you realize what $20 every month, if you invest that, I don't care where you invest it, just place it somewhere, throw it in Apple, throw it in micro, do something versus nothing. How much that can possibly help this child in 25, 30 years when she's your friggin' age? Everybody wants to talk about and do nothing. You have to start small. Anything that's big, start it friggin' small. What you see today didn't start that way. Do not get distracted and start here. You're gonna fail. Start where you're at. There's a word, guys, it's so important, execution. If you don't execute, nothing ever happens.